Hello again, and today I'm going to review a UGC demo from UGC Silver Scout Twin Weapon. I think it might be Twin Weapons. If so, forgive me. And it's going to be on CP Gullywash. It's a POV demo, so I'm not going to be able to see some of the stuff, and I'm going to have to try and learn some names pretty quick. So it's just going to be a general commentary on his scout play and maybe anything else that I see. So we will get started here. Pretty standard rollout. You get your buff. Okay, life is good. Oh, we're gonna go aggressive at the start. So all you need to do here is really just dance around, try and figure out where they are, help shoot, yeah. No, walk into a rocket. That happens sometimes. Oh, I actually know Goomba. Goomba's a close personal friend of mine. We used to be on the same team a long time ago. And we get a pause here. Alright, so we're set back up now. Although my sound has gone, so that's unfortunate. But we'll keep going. So what you could have done differently there at that mid is you need to do a better job of finding their demo. And that'll tell you if you're on the right side or not. I'm going to try and fix my audio real quick. Apparently it's just an error in the demo, so we'll just stick with it. And you'll get to hear a lot of me talking.
We signed your death warrant.
Something very strange is happening here. It'll fix once you reach Okay, now that we got that little kink worked out. What you could have done different, you did a good job at the start of that by staying out of the Uber fight there, but ultimately you just ended up being kind of isolated and some people drooped down on you. Your team's Uber didn't buy you guys as much space as it could have. I'm going to assume Doppel is the medic now, because there's really no one else that could have died there, so you guys really ought to be pushing. You're doing a good job of covering ground. This demo should be yours. Yeah. Now, you don't want your heavies sitting on the point here. You need... Okay, your demo push choke, I see. Okay, so that's good. I would have liked to see your demo push choke more aggressively. Okay, you guys have a lot of space with your scouts here. Trying to go for flanks, they're out. So, okay, you've got this point. I believe they're one down, so pushing isn't that bad of an option. Lots of chip damage. I don't know why no one's here to help you yet, though. Because they're significantly more chipped than you are. Okay, pushing is occurring. You just need to sit tight. You're hurt. I'd go get help, yeah. You guys are winning this engagement. Well, you should be anyway. So you did good damage to that soldier. Oh, you guys lost the engagement. Yeah, I mean that was a bit of just a timing error.
Our control point is being captured.
You were hurt. You should have been buffed before they pushed. Nobody was really there. My assumption is the other guys got buffs and you didn't, and then you had to stop back, and so. And something went wrong with the Uber because they just didn't get enough kills. And they didn't take good position. Okay, so we're in the flank. One thing I would encourage you to change, okay, you're going to go for a hiding spot. And you got your demo with you too. That's a nice sticky garden your demo's got there. Now, I may be mistaken, but their meds probably got Uber, and you just sacked 2 people on not popping their Uber. So, it's alright if you and the roamer, I presume, soldier, had just jumped the medic. Just get his Uber out, because right now you may be at a disadvantage. I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay. So yeah, you're just gonna, if you're staying scout and the other guy's gone heavy, you're just gonna be peeking around. Okay, you know you're behind them now. The demo man is the most important person to go for right now. Hey, you know, last pushes are hard. Okay, we'll watch another mid. As far as the rollout's concerned on your end, your med's doing a good job getting you your buff. See if you opt for the same aggressive strat. Oh, you messed it up. Okay, their demo's below now, so you need to cross sides or you're gonna get focused out. Yeah, don't worry about those guys. Okay, accidentally shot the med. It's good focusing on the demo. Okay, you guys are gonna win this. It's just their roamer, you get him. Alright, so your heavies need to not be capping this point right now. They need to be going to second. Okay, good job.
Time has been added.
Could have been a little faster, but good enough. Also, once you guys get on the point, they could probably start pushing in. You have Uber, life is fun, life is good. They haven't trapped this, I don't think. Nope. So, the reason you're doing that is I'm reasonably sure you wiped them at mid. I don't know for a fact. But you should be pushing with your Uber advantage, if that is the case. Yeah. So, the reason you want to move so quickly there is because you're relying on your Uber advantage. Okay, focus out the heavy. Good job. Go for the demo now, so you want to go for. And you still get it anyways. So, that happens on Gully Wash. Okay, another good buff. Alright, they're going to be scouts to fight you here, and their demos here. You need to back up, get healed. You don't want to, I mean, it got you a good shot there, but you wanted to put yourself in a position to get healed. Oh, dropping the meat. Yeah. You were able to do that to him. But you guys still win, it looks like. I would also like for that, I mean, if anyone was going to chase there, it should have been the soldier and not the scout. But you guys have got Uber. I didn't really keep track of their med because I was kind of tunnel visioning on you. Forward spawn. Go find your medic. Oh, neither of you scouts are going to get buffs, and that's a tragedy. I'd be careful here because they may be baiting you into that roamer. Oh. You need to just go for the medium health kit, yeah. Going for the medium health kit there would have been preferable. 15 health, it's like 2 chip scatter shots, and you guys ought to have gotten your buffs before all of that happened. Oh, clicks against Goomba. Oh, oh, Goomba. Nah, you weren't gonna get anything there. I mean, there would have just been, it would have just been best after you got that pick to kind of bail. Because now your spawns are gonna be in there, and it'd be better if you were with them. I guess you guys just opted to hold mid. That was really all you could do with what you were given. So when you respawn and you're walking up, I'd really like to see you run over to your medic and get a buff. Unless you guys are like hardcore Uber building. If you're hardcore Uber building, then you shouldn't have peeked there. The general idea is if you're hardcore building, then nobody really peeks them so that you don't take damage, so you don't end up with bad health. And then that way when your med calls 80%, then you know, you've all got crits heals and you get healed up in like 2-3 seconds. Everybody's buffed, you know, at the end of that 2-3 seconds, and you're ready to go. Otherwise, run by your medic, get a buff. Don't guard the flank with 125. Because what you want to have happen is you want to have 185, and you want to see that one of the scouts on the other team has wandered into you because they don't see anything, and then you just pow, they're dead. And no matter if they shoot ground or whatever on you, they're gonna die. Okay, so this is a stalemate. You guys have mid, so spawn advantage. What I'd like to see happen here is some kind of a flank play. It's the easiest one to do. So you either move your combo over or make sure everybody's... Okay, so you're bringing the buffs to the flank. That's the right idea. Now you guys have to sell out for this, is the other thing, in order for this to work. Unless you just really don't like what you see. Now, I did see pipes there, which means their demo isn't on choke anymore, which changes the situation a bit. Their demo's playing really far back, which means you could get in for free maybe on choke. Or just with a combo v convo fight. It looks like that's what you guys have decided to do. Let's peek that again. Yeah, he's sitting back there, so... The other thing that you could try to do, because so many people are chilling out in there, is you could just send a buffed scout down into the lobby through that first door if you could maybe make it. Oh wow, see, they're going for a bait play there, yeah. Oh. Yeah. But you take out their pocket, so you're pretty okay. I'd look at the flank a little bit there. Yeah, take that health pack. And
Time has been added.
Oh, you're already on last. So that's good.
Victory.
Alright, let's see another mid.
Let's waste them.
You need to back up, yeah. I would like to see you... Okay, your medic is down on the ground, so... Oh, yeah. Avoid those pipes. You gotta avoid those pipes. You guys are destroyed. You had the right idea backing up to the med, but you need to be patient about it, because smarter teams are going to shoot a lot at the med. Oh, you're spawn camped. They had the right idea, but they dropped their demo. They've got Uber, so you're going to be hearing from them. Oh, that was regrettable. Oh, I went dropping a little ham there. A little more ham. Some lettuce on that. Oh, so Doppel confirmed for their medic. You guys get second. Their demo died really early, so I would expect to see or hear from him. Oh, yep, there you go. You want to check that corner before you go around it. You had the right idea, though. You knew the demo was respawning and that he'd want to stop you, and you could have gotten an easy pick there if you'd have managed to avoid his trap. Your team's going to lose second, though. And your crits now. Interesting. I don't mind that decision. A lot of people really freak out about it. But as a medic player, I like livening things up, especially here. They're totally not going to expect it. And this is actually a really easy point for crits to work on. Unfortunate that you died there. Also unfortunate that you're not running a safety class like Heavy or NG. Because you're going to have to use this crits as soon as you get it. Yeah, there you go. Bringing it into the... Okay, so you got 2 picks with it, but one wasn't the med. Oh no, gonna lose the 1v1. 9 damage. Oh, you dropped the meat to save yourself. Well done, with 1 health. Uh-oh, Goomba, look out, Goomba. Uh-oh. I'll have to tell him I'm doing this. So, good job staying on the point. Good job to your demo man for pushing up. You guys are playing a lot better than I would expect. Because you guys have some of these kind of hard things to do down really well. Oh, they Uber on you, so that's bad for your crits. Yeah, your medic's down. Can't really do much there. Try and nab this health pack. Stop second. You have to stop second. Your back cap's not going to scare them at all, and now you're stuck behind and can't defend last. So you should really just run back to second. You might be able to sneak in here. Oh, they're already on the point. You guys lose. That's something you got to be aware of with when you run crits, is their med did not go down when you crits, so they were going to have Uber on you at some point, and you have to go through great pains to get that out of him at some point, or her. I don't know who Doppel is. Their demo's here, and he's undefended. Oh, you whiff your first shot. I just stayed on that demo. You had done your thing. There are no scouts up there still. You'd have got him. Especially if you hadn't missed your first shot. Don't go for the med here. The med isn't important. You knocked him off, so that's about as good as you could want. You shouldn't have... So basically at mid, the medic isn't really all that important. The only time that the medic is a target of value is if your medic has died. If your medic's dead, by all means, shoot the living crap out of their medic. But otherwise, the fragging classes are far more important. Because what's the medic gonna do to you? He's not gonna shoot you or blow you up with sticky bombs or, you know, drop the meat on you and two-shot you. He's just gonna stand there and heal at 24 health per second. Which you happen to do a bit more damage than that when you're in, you know, in the scout zone. Also, question your decision not to run the Boston Basher. But what can you do? Oh, Goomba.
All right, I feel good.
Okay, so you guys get second. Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
Time has been added.
And you're already on the point. So that, yeah, you're all on. Yep, kill the demo. There you go. Still got my hit sounds on. So we'll watch one more mid here, unless the other team. Let's see what we got doing. Oh, there's plenty more to this, so they get some rounds, I assume, or you have a really long round coming up. So here we are. No demo, but there is a scout. You don't really care about this scout. You need to get back to your med now. There you go. Better than nothing. Goomba should die. Yep. I would try and get back to my medic again. You need to get back to your med, or find a way to get to a health pack. Yeah, there was a lot of indecision there, so... I mean, it can work staying in the valley, but your people have to jump up there eventually.
Time has been added.
Oh, I think they've popped on you. Or you popped. They do that to him. Gonna want to run in now. Yeah, it was you who popped. Oh. Whiffing shots. Demo goes down. You may have a chance. You guys still have a second. You may get mid. Okay, he craters, so I think you might be able to get mid off of that. I'm not certain about how their respawn situation is, but it should definitely be investigated. So, one thing you should have done there, I don't know if you did it or not, is there's a trap on the disco stick, or some people call it the nipple, right on the point. You should have called that, in case you do end up pushing, so that somebody doesn't die unnecessarily to it. There you go, some buffs. Good. Now they have respawn advantage, so I wouldn't really worry. Because they hold the middle point, they've got spawns. So I'd play a little carefully, because even if you trade, they're going to be back before you are. To a certain extent, it'll be like in the order of seconds. It won't be a huge thing. You'll still probably lose second, though. You lose your med to a sticky trap, so that's going to be round.
Time has been added.
Their med goes down too, though. I don't like the decision to stay scout here. Probably ought to brought out the meat in the form of a heavy man. You guys are gonna push out, though. It looks like they botched that pretty badly. Is a scout down here? Oh, there's a medic. There's a medic. Okay. In that situation, it would have been a good idea to kill the medic, so that you could, you know, for sure have Uber for last. But a push out fails, but you're not gonna lose last over it. I really hope you don't come back as scout. Okay, so you're staying scout. You ought to have a heavy. Somebody ought to be heavy right now. Or engineer. Or pyro. Pyro works pretty well for this point, really. That was probably a suicide to break out their own heavy or sniper. Or spy. Or pyro. So, we'll see. You lose a guy. Trading pick for a pick isn't a bad idea. It can work, but this... Okay, so you nice, almost baited them into that. Nobody here. So you have a chance to have seen whatever that was. That's probably Mocha. That's a heavy. You know it's a heavy. So you ought to have called that, hopefully. And the best way to fight a heavy is either with sniper or with a heavy of your own. I prefer heavy of my own, but that's just me. They Uber in the heavy, which is a tremendously poor decision.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah. You need to... The scout down here is important, but the heavy more so. And you get them. So... Oh, people are fighting your med. Oh, that may have just saved the game. So that was good. That's a good aggressive play. I don't really know if pushing out here is a good choice, though, because I'm pretty sure your team isn't going to be able to back you up in any appreciable way. Yeah. Close. But without backup, you shouldn't have gone out there. Now your team's going to push out, and this is a really bad decision. They're essentially 2 down, too. But they managed to get it. I guess the point was really close, but that was a pretty dangerous move. I don't know if their heals had been there or not. You'd have been able to tell at the scoreboard. I obviously can't pull up the scoreboard, so I have no idea. I know you killed Doppel, but I don't have a sense for the spawns that well. I assume he or she should have been with them. Okay, I got message. So a little commentary there.
Has been added.
I don't really know. You were kind of in upper, which isn't a bad place to be. You've got Uber. You're losing scouts. Need to try and get off classes. I know a lot of people don't like off classing, in particular if this is a scrim. I don't know if it is or not.
Feel good.
But you should, especially at like the, at your guys' relative level of play, it's not a bad idea to try out, just so you know how it behaves. Because like that heavy Uber they had Mocha do, I don't know Mocha personally, but if they had a better understanding of off-classing, you would never do that.
The control point is being contested.
So some Europeans teams do it that way, where you get like your heavy to jump up right away and frag a bunch of people on the left, but we don't really, or your right side, your team's right side. Good job beelining for the point, but I'd like to see your team with you. Because it's probably going to be another one of those situations where you die really close with the point. You're getting out really quickly, and I like that, but your team isn't, they're not doing anything for it. So unless they're going to get faster, I would stop doing what you're doing. You're not making a terrible choice, but unless your team, as Platinum always said, 6 people doing the wrong thing is better than a couple guys doing the right thing and the rest of everybody doing the wrong thing. So it didn't really cost you guys here, because they didn't push in on you and win the game or round.
All right. Feel good.
Okay, you lost your roamer, so you need to play really careful here. There's someone underneath you. I don't know if it's yours or not. And that scares me. You 16-shot kill Goomba. Oh, it's one of yours running around in secret. So they're probably going to have to delay their push because of your spawns that have come up. So more stalemate on the goalie wash last. I still heavily critique you for your lack of off class. Poking around, looking at the stuff. Oh, there's a scout there. Hit him pretty well.
Doc, come on, man.
Oof. The heals are ruined. More poking, some screwing up of jumps. Poke. Oh yes, oh yes, this is what you want. Good job.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Well, there you go, hard-ass Mitch. One of your pop shots made it in. So, I don't know why you guys are standing around, because you should be on second, capping up on that point. Also, I know that this map is a backcappy map because of under, but you really should get out of the habit of leaving people on last. Just everybody goes. You lost your med, kinda dire straits. You chased a scout, you know he got the health back, but he's dead now. You should help your soldier, help your soldier, help your soldier. Beelining it for their med, not a bad choice really. Oh, and the other soldier was in there, so things were kind of hopeless. That should be round. No air shots were to be had this day. Medic going huge. Is he gonna do it? No, he's not gonna do it. Would like to see you go pyro or something there to try and blow him off the point. But, such is life. Okay, one more mid. I think. Probably. Yeah. So this is going to be a quick round, whatever it is. Alright, so you're going right again for like the 8th time or whatever. Yeah, so you got distracted by that scout. Your eyeballs need to find the demo man. He is the guy that you want as the aggressive scout. You got a good kill. Oh, you take down both scouts. Winner, winner, chicken dinner over here. I like that you're trying to put time on the point and that you know what this soldier wants to do. Goomba, Goomba, Goomba. So you got a 3K at mid. I'm not really going to contest you there, and I have no idea why your team didn't succeed.
Medic. Thanks for the aid.
And my FPS is not liking the end of this. My apologies there for Fraps had a moment.
Time has been added.
And I know it's getting to the end of the demo. So we're tied 3-3 at the half, so we'll see how the second half goes. Okay, and here we are with the second half. I already started it onto the rollouts. And chances are, I bet you're going right. Okay, so their demo went left. You're not doing a whole lot so far. You kill their scout. Are you going to get the other scout? Are you going to make some ham sandwiches? Yes, you are. You killed both scouts. Your med wasn't dead yet, so it would have been better to kill the demo. But you're going to get a 3K again. So, good enough. Yeah, the med there wasn't important. It's a 3K, whatever. But as a point of fact, it would have been better to target someone else. You guys should push last with your Ubre and win the round. Ooh, a little bit of hang lag there. Did you hit your lag switch? Okay, so you're Ubered in. I'd like to see you stay out of this for a little bit. Yeah, you're doing this just right. The roamer was right there, though. Odd decision-making, Goomba. So, Goomba kept you out, but your team still wins.
Thanks, Doc.
Alright, you know where their demo is. He should die now. You did a good job. He's not going to be in this fight. Okay. So that was perfect. I wish you'd have gotten healed there. That's probably not your fault. Because if you had 185 buff, you'd just be going on styling on people. But the start of that mid was excellent. You can't ask for anything better. Give him a little mayo, but not quite the ham.
Time has been added.
Oh, walking on sticky is generally not a good idea, but he's 8 health, so. I don't know if their medic survived because I wasn't really paying attention. Nice heads up play from your med to not drop that. Don't Uber the people on the point. Good job. No, Stanley. No. Okay, so this will be a little bit more of a stalemate. Because you were respawning there, I'd have really liked to see you go heavy sniper spy pyro. Because your med got popped taking second, so you're going to be in this for the long haul.
Medic!
But maybe you guys have a different, off-classer that you like. They've got a heavy, so the thing that you've got going on here is that you need to try and buy yourself some kind of advantage. I don't know how you guys intend to do that, since they ought to have Uber. And pushing 66, okay, you're sending in Stanley, or Sandman. Okay, so hopefully he'll come back up as something interesting. Oh my god, you go from under while they're distracted and win the game. Okay, so that works. Good strat, guys. Alright, and I'm just going to let this run out while I do my sort of review. So, in general, at mid, you did a relatively good job. For your skill level, a pretty good job, I would say. Make sure that you're spotting out the demo, because he's what's important to you at the start. Make sure you're spotting out the demo, figure out where he is, because then you'll know how to behave better, because the scouts probably aren't going to just show up on you if there's no demo there, unless they're just doing something wacky. And don't put so much emphasis on their med. There were a couple times. There was only one time that it really hurt your team that you killed the med and not a combat class that was around. So, you know, that's one thing. So just for background activity, this is an old LAN demo from Quantic Gaming, back when they were still Quantic and Mixup. Gonna watch Clockwork here and see if he shows what I'm talking about with spotting the demo. Anyhow, so to continue, so I liked most of your plays. The spotting the demo early, medic not de-emphasized. There were a couple times where you could have helped players, but it didn't really seem like it would have mattered. So he pushes aggressively under, spots out the demo. Now he's going to go for the med. And that's being because CB, his medic, had died. So that was an okay play. If you live in Marxist world, that was what he ought to have done. In any case, so you spot out the demo, you do your thing, and then I'd like to see more off-classing at last. There's I had resistance to it too when I first started. I really didn't like breaking out the heavy man or anything, but there's no pride in this game. It's about winning, and whatever gets you to win, gets you to win. There's no pride. But yeah, on the whole, not so bad. I think I covered pretty much everything. Feel free to submit more, and I hope you found this to be helpful.